Sit back, strap in, and get ready for After Hours with TC Restani. This is Abigail Harwich, executive producer, welcoming you to the show. And now, TC Restani!
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the After Hours with TC Restani, the podcast. I'm TC Restani, emanating from you-know-where, the podcast penthouse here at Restani Production, for another fun-filled episode of After Hours. I'm going to round the horn right now and introduce my panel of experts, starting with the milkman himself, Quincy Briscoe. What's going on, QB?
How you doing today?
Alrighty. How yourself?
Oh, I'm all right.
Wonderful. And moving across the dais to my mentor, the one and the only Mr. Ricky Bittman.
I'm very grateful for being allowed this time on this very well done podcast.
Well, always welcome to have you there, whoever you are tonight.
This is my real voice.
Well, this is your real voice.
That other one, this is a fake one. This is the real one.
Well, you know what? I kind of like the real one.
Do you like that?
Right.
This is the way I'll speak for the rest of the time on the air?
I don't think so.
No, you don't like that?
No, maybe later on. You know,
I'm just fooling.
after a few drinks and whatnot.
I'm displaying my talents as a gifted mimic.
You are a gifted mimic.
I am.
I know that.
I could do any type of voice, Quincy. I like you, Quincy. You're all right.
Oh, thank you.
You and the Peaky effing Blinders.
Oh, thank you.
Unbelievable.
A little silly tonight, huh?
We are a little silly tonight, and you actually have a sweet tooth tonight.
I am. I'm eating way too much of this leftover Halloween candy.
Halloween candy. I'm amazed that we have so many leftover Halloween candy.
I can't believe you got it leftover either, but I was going for the Kit Kats, and I had a Milk Dud, one of those little tiny Milk Dud boxes, and but I'll tell you, out of everything, I had a Kit Kat Milk Dud, and a Reese's.
A Reese's.
But the one that won for me, I go back to the Heath.
Heath, you and my mother would get along. She loved the Heath bars.
Take all the chocolate off, let it all melt off, then you eat the Heath, the toffee.
Can you do that in a British accent?
Well, actually, the proper way to eat a Heath bar, this is English toffee candy. The first you want to do is you want to liquefy the chocolate. And that would be James Mason giving you advice on how to eat, okay? Actually, now, the proper way to eat a Heath bar, Quincy, is you want to do is remove the chocolate casing or jacket that surrounds the toffee. And once that's removed, you can have a nice, crisp, yet somewhat chewy toffee center.
I understand that toffee came from the center of the earth.
Very good, TC. That's actually right on the money. That's where it came from, the journey to the center there. Every time, though, that I think about James Mason, I always think about the movie, what is called The Verdict.
Paul Newman. Yes, filmed right down the street.
Yeah, right in Boston. But it's not bad, James Mason, huh?
We're not going to charge you for this.
Oh, I said there won't be. Objection. Caitlin Costello. Objection. Remember, he must crapped his pants when he said Caitlin Costello.
I know. I haven't seen that movie in quite a bit, but it's a very good movie. It's one of those movies you have to watch like on a rainy day.
You think so?
Yeah.
I like to watch it this time of year, too. This is one of those. And Jack Warden, great.
Jack Warden, of course.
And when he clocks that woman, oof.
Well, she probably had it coming.
Well, yeah, she did. What she did to him in that thing. But I like the scenes where he's playing pinball and it's snowing outside in the window and he's drinking a draft beer. That would be like the perfect afternoon for me.
Was that looking over the public gardens?
It was the public garden. Very good. A lot of people would say that's the Boston Common, but it's not. It's the public garden.
Right. Because you can tell by the fence.
Exactly.
There you go. Those aren't real Bostonians.
No.
Scumbags. They don't know nothing.
No. But I was like, that's a very good movie. The Verdict.
1982. Here's a bit of trivia for The Verdict.
Do it.
Who made his screen debut in The Verdict as an extra in the jury box?
Wow.
Household name.
Still relevant to this day?
Not as relevant as he was in the last 30 years, but he is up there with the Sylvester Stallone status of people.
Really?
Yep. Very first screen credit.
1982.
So it was filmed in 81, so it came out in 82.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
And a few years later, he was The Business.
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
No.
Steven Seagal?
No.
I'm thinking in terms of Stallone, like action hero?
He was, but he's done other things other than that.
Huh.
In fact, he didn't start off as an action hero.
We know it wasn't Arnold.
It was not Arnold Schwarzenegger, no.
Because he would have stood out.
Because he was already Conan the Barbarian by that time.
Dolph Lundgren?
No.
Mr. T?
No. I pity the fool, but no.
I can't. I give up.
Bruce Willis.
Really?
Yep.
And you can see him and everything?
Clear as day.
Damn. That's a good one. I never knew that.
Yep, that was the very first screen credit for Bruce Willis.
Wow. That's impressive.
It was impressive.
Yeah.
You like that, huh?
He's in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but you get real impressed on it. He's done a lot of things.
Well, maybe I don't recognize him now, but I've heard the name.
Yeah.
You don't know who Bruce Willis is?
Oh, I've heard of him. I just probably don't recognize
He
him
was
right now.
He was on Moonlighting and the Die Hard movies. He was
All
in,
those things you love.
Pulp Fiction. He's been in a gazillion movies.
Oh, I saw Pulp Fiction once. That's sort of.
He was the voice of the baby in Look Who's Talking.
I think I might have saw a little bit of that. That was a long while back.
He
too.
was banging Demi Moore. Actually, Demi Moore looks better now at like 63 than she did at 33.
I'd go for the 33.
Nah. You know, to me, wasn't a fan of her back then. Well, you know, in Ghost, she had that really short hair. I don't like that.
A big bush.
Now she looks fucking stunning. now she's stunning. Still.
Her bush was the size of your big black sparkly jacket. Massive.
Well, you know.
I'm not pan down. We need bush.
Well, okay. Thank you very much over there, Booger. Well, you're from this. You're a fan of that '70s muff anyway.
Well, you know, it's all we had, right?
Well, you know, it's like what Ric Flair says: no hair, no flair.
That's right.
So I came on a little bit later, so I like the trim.
Well, listen, I'm versatile. I'm not going to say, hey, no, it's not a deal breaker. Let's just put it that way. But there is a famous picture out there of Demi where she's like sporting it.
Really?
I mean, you never saw that one?
Chewbacca's sister.
You never saw that famous?
I have not. No.
Oh, dude, I got to show that to you.
Obviously, we can't show it on the air.
No,
but
you can't. But there's a picture. I mean, she's like, we're talking throw rug. You know, I mean.
So you like more hair, is what you're saying?
I'm not saying that, but I'm just. All I said was she was better in the 30s, and she had a massive bush.
All right, fine.
And this isn't. Listen, bush is bush. I mean, it's just hair.
You know what? None of us would be here if no one liked the bush.
Exactly.
All right.
I mean, it's just bush. That's all I'm talking about. Is the bush. The
you're not talking about doing obscure things to the bush.
Bush. Demi Bush.
Demi's bush.
We should call it like when someone has a lot of hair, we call it the Demi Bush.
The Demi bush.
All right, I gotta see it. We'll keep talking.
All right.
See if I can find
He's going to be
that
looking up on his phone right now. Demi's bush.
I'm serious. This is something. Everyone out there, start Googling it now.
Right now, everybody out there, if you're listening to this right now, get on your little mobile devices and type into Google if your significant other isn't around.
I don't even know where to go to look for these kind of pictures anymore.
Oh, sure you do.
No, I don't.
Oh, not anymore. So where did you used to go before?
I can't remember. Like it was out there.
Remember Celebrity Sleuth magazine?
Yes.
Remember, I had a friend, the Jackal. We mention him every once in a while down here. He had a thing for Sensational Sherry, the manager.
Okay.
And he goes, TC, Celebrity Sleuth, back issue number 4. You get to see the Queen's bush.
Well, that's good. Okay, dude.
All right.
Here, I found it.
This is an audio broadcast. Let's take a peek here at Demi's bush.
Dude.
See, that...
I'm not saying, all I'm talking about is the mass. I'm not saying whether it's good or not.
It looks like Mo Howard's getting born.
There's a lot there, right?
There's a way lot
That's
there.
all I'm saying. I'm not saying I like that.
But it looks like you're going down to like, Mr. Edwards from frickin' Little House on the Prairie in this picture.
Looks like she's trying to hide a furry slipper.
Yeah, see, if that was trimmed a little bit more, a little Mo in action going there, no pun intended for Mo, but down a little, I could see it. But that looks like she's a bad toupee down there.
If that was trimmed, you'd be up to your knees, and I mean,
I'd want more.
And then somebody, of course, had to go in and like trim it out, just because that's the sick
because they can
society
do
we're
that
all
now.
in. Yeah. So yeah, she's.
What does it look like? Bruce Willis' head now?
And why did this picture come up?
Brigitte Nielsen pregnant naked. That's a little too rocky for me, right?
All
there.
I searched for was Demi Moore Bush, and that came up.
And then that came up. Okay.
Keep scrolling.
Well, there's Demi Moore giving a bath to one of her kids in the nude. That's it's like a mother's love,
Who wants to see that?
Even Quincy's getting upset about it. And of course, then they show the obligatory flat-chested scene from Blame It on Rio.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Right, when she had nothing there. It looked like mosquito bites. Yeah. Obviously, this is
like little rocks.
This is really badly photoshopped.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, Demi Moore's face on some porn star's body. But we'll get a little sidetracked here on the After Hours with TC Restani, the podcast.
But hey, you know what the funny thing is?
No, what's that?
when Bridget Nielsen showed up, guess what I saw last night?
Rocky IV.
I did. The director's cut. I went to see it. Now, you've never seen that.
Now, I haven't seen it, but I know they took the robot out of it.
Yep. They basically removed, according to Leonard Maltin, who opened the movie.
Leonard Maltin. Okay, there's a name we haven't heard in a long time.
He's getting up there in age, but he was very enthusiastic about this. He talked about Stallone personally going back, rewatching the film, and deciding to take some unused footage and put it into the film. He basically took 42 minutes out and put 42 minutes in. Doug Palumbo asked me about this on Facebook today, and I almost said, Doug, you're going to have to tune into the next episode. But, Doug, I'll let you know ahead of time. By now, you'll already know this, Doug. 42 minutes out, 42 minutes in, and just made it less cartoonish. I was kind of disappointed, though, at the beginning they didn't have the USA and the Russia glove go boom.
Oh, they don't have that anymore?
No, it just started very subtly. You know, there was no bam, ba, ba, bam, ba, ba, bam.
What were some of the other differences?
There's they took out, like, a lot of stuff with the kid. You barely see Bridget Nielsen. When you do, it's quick flashes of her. Because they were married at one time.
Yeah, he's probably still pissed at her for divorcing him or something.
Some of the workout scenes in Russia are trimmed back a little bit. And
trimmed as Demi Moore, but
oh god, they could use more. But now, and also at the end when the Russian, remember the guy who looked like Gorbachev,
right? And
you remember he stood up and clapped for Stallone. And this one, he gets up and he makes a really pissed off face and he just marches off. And the guy that brought Drago to America, you know, he's like sitting there going, ay, like he knows he's going to get screwed and all that. And there was a lot more dialogue from Dolph Lundgren, Drago. He got to speak a lot more.
Wow!
But it made the film much less cartoonish, and I think it bodes well into the Rocky.
And what does he sound like when he speaks Drago?
Actually, good point, because he was very soft spoken. He wasn't like, I must break you. When he talked, he was just kind of very subdued. But,
you mean he doesn't sound like that? He does in Rocky IV. He's like, I must break you.
I mean, he did have that, but the few times he did talk, he was just sort of very low key.
No, he sounds like Alvin from the Chipmunks now.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a helium voice?
Actually, it sounded like this. Rocky, I must break you. I'm going to make you humble in the middle of the ring.
They could have actually put the Sheik's voice
on.
They could have been better.
I'm going to humble you. They kept James Brown in, which I was happy. I said, I wonder if they're going to keep James Brown. You got to keep that in.
Now, they didn't add a secret scene where Apollo lives?
No. Right. And there was more focus on his death, like Stallone, Rocky cradling him really and you just sort of see him die. And there was a lot of things where Apollo was looking at his wife during the match, because I kind of felt like his wife just sits down. Next thing you know, she's dead. I mean, he's dead, and she's just all heartbroken. But there was a lot of like eye contact between.
And where did you see this?
I went to the Woburn Cinema up in the North Shore there.
Oh,
excuse me. Tickets went on sale. Tosh bought them for me.
Are you sure it was Tosh?
It was definitely Tosh. And okay, small theater, one of those small cineplexes.
Right.
I don't know how many it seats. Guess who's in the theater? Because I checked in on Facebook. Guess who said later, why didn't you say hi? We didn't see each other. The Real was in there.
Real?
He was in there with his buddies.
Was he eating any roast beef?
I don't know. I didn't see him. He says, how did you miss me? I'm over 6 feet tall. I said, I was in the very last row on the far left. Basically, there was a bunch of guys down front. That's who he was with. Other than those guys together, every seat was a kind of a single guy in his late 50s, early 60s, just watching the movie.
Watching Rocky IV.
Yeah. But I will say this. If I was going to sit down at home, say we had 10 feet of snow outside and I decided to watch as many Rocky movies as I could in a day, and I had the option, I would go with the original Rocky, only because it's just the Rocky I know. It was good to see what they can do when they put their minds to it. And if that had been the original Rocky, I think it would have been a little better for the franchise, but I got to stick with the original.
Is the montage Easy Way Out still there?
Oh, yeah. All the songs are in there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Because that's probably the greatest movie soundtrack to work out to is the Rocky IV.
Sure. I'll give you that.
100%.
Yeah, it was very good. But I enjoyed seeing that.
All right.
I really like going to the movies.
I haven't gone to the movies in quite a long time.
I know, but I really miss it. And
so did the Real recommend any new roast beef joints or anything?
No, he's on ramen soup right now. I like that stuff. But the one he went to, there's a place right around the corner from here, Bangkok Thai.
I used to get unbelievable pad thai there.
Their ramen soup is delicious.
Spicy basil pad thai.
Yeah, well, that's good stuff.
That was clean you out in seconds.
Yeah. I like hot food. Quincy.
If you have a congestion problem, you go down and suck that down. It's gone.
I remember on an episode I said one time I was so congested I took 2 spoonfuls of Frank's Red Hot, cleared me right up.
Oh, you mean you like spices?
Yeah, but here's the thing: you eat the hottest food. I can't even touch the food you eat. That hot mustard from a Chinese restaurant.
When I need it, yeah.
I can't even do that, kid. That's like, whew.
Well, when I need it, I'll take that. But remind you, have a glass of water right there.
Even still, though, that's... I have to take heartburn medicine every day.
Right?
That's the only food that breaks through the heartburn medicine is that mustard you get. That every other food, red wine, you name it, however hot food, salsa, all that stuff, I'm fine. But that hot mustard,
Wow.
keep me up all night. You're a real man.
Well, I don't know if it'll keep you up all night, but
No, that's
Trust me.
Ron, that's Rhonda Shear's show up all night.
Bum, bum, bum. Not exciting?
What's on your list over there? I see you got some list over there.
A couple of well, I have to cross off Rocky IV.
Well, Rocky IV, you know what? I'll wait till that comes out on streaming somewhere.
And it's been on streaming. I ate too much chocolate.
Uh-oh.
My phlegm is very ropey right now.
Ropey.
Yeah.
Kind of like what Peter North used to do in movies.
Not that ropey.
Throwing
for
ropes.
Christ's sake, not that. Well, I found something on the interwebs today.
Uh-oh.
So are you feeling meh?
Meh.
Meh. You feeling meh?
like, meh,
Yeah. You feel that way?
Metza.
Yeah.
metza.
Would you say yes?
All the time.
Yeah, all the time. Same for you?
Yeah.
Don't we all feel that way after a while? Yeah.
Well, a psychologist has some suggestions for you, okay? There's 6 of them. Get out in nature.
Woo.
Okay.
Oh, that's Ric Flair, sorry.
Keep a gratitude journal.
A gratitude.
I
journal.
really want you
Okay,
both
yeah.
to start doing that.
Yeah, okay, I don't think so.
Okay? And then embrace your creativity.
I think we do that every week.
Exercise.
I try to do that almost all the
Okay, that'll
time.
help. And here's my favorite. Find the glimmers in your day.
What is a glimmer?
The practice of intentionally grounding yourself in your current space, observing your surroundings with intention and sans judgment is a wellness tool that psychologists tout often and for good reason. To uphold the pillars of mindfulness when you're aiming to improve your attitude. And then Dr. Rozier recommends seeking out what she calls glimmers in the present moment. So find your glimmers.
The glimmers.
So, when I read these things, one of the things I discovered
What would be
was,
one of your glimmers?
find the glimmers in my day. Oh, playing Tyro Man on slow speed.
That was a glimmer.
Dude, I don't think I've ever laughed so hard in my life.
You played that before we went on the air, and you were laughing, and we couldn't put it on the show because you wouldn't get it.
Right.
But a chuckle came to my face.
I find when I was younger, I laughed like that a lot, like daily. I'm lucky now if I laugh like that at least once a
When
week.
I was in the 6th grade, I used to laugh so hard I would cry.
Yeah.
And it happened all the time. And
Yeah.
Peter mentioned when you go up, the TC stood for the crier.
Yeah.
Not because I was sad, just because every
Yeah.
time I laughed,
Yeah.
my eyes would leak
Oh,
profusely.
I can remember some of the greatest laughs I ever had. Now, a friend of mine swears that the secret to a full head of hair is you had to have laughed a lot as a child. And he and I are the only ones in our gang that grew up together. Everyone is bald. And him and I, we made each other laugh all the time. Okay? We always cracked each other up. I mean, hard laughing. And I think he might be onto something, like how Cousin Leo was with the water.
Oh, yeah.
So you have a healthy head of hair. I got a healthy head
I
of
do.
hair.
I laughed.
cut it off a
I
lot,
laughed
but-
quite a bit when I was a kid. Yeah, sure. I
So
mean,
that-
the
that
last
would-
time I had one of those crying laughs
Yeah.
was when Jeff brought down bum fights,
Oh, dear God.
and
yeah,
we watched
yeah.
The Bum Hunter.
Yeah.
And I was in tears. I mean, I was laughing so hard,
Yeah.
nothing was coming out.
Yeah.
It was like one of those seismic charges in Star Wars with Boba Fett.
The best.
It was just like, it
And
was
suppressed laughter, too.
It was just- it was
when you're ever
awesome.
in a place you're not supposed to laugh, that's when you really laugh the loudest.
like where?
When I was an altar boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I used to think of perverted stuff when I was in church.
Well, I mean, there's 2 ways to go, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I would be laughing at funerals because my buddy would make me laugh. See, we would nearly cross street from each other on the altar. The priest is in the middle facing
Oh,
the
yeah, of
crowd.
course, yeah.
But he would take his cassock, the black robe.
Is that what that's called, a cassock?
A cassock, yeah, and the thing is a surplice. I thought the white thing that goes above it. And he would take the cassock and pull it up over his knees and he'd let it back down so it looked like that's the way he was standing, like he was that tall, and he'd mouth the words, "I'm a midget," to me. Now that would just make me laugh. It's not the funniest line in the world, but
No,
because I wasn't supposed to be
right,
laughing.
right.
And then sometimes when the priest, after the offertory and everything, he would wash his hands after handling the host, and he would put his fingers like this over the chalice, and the altar boy would have to pour water over them. It was a way he would wash any little bits of host back into the cup, and he would drink it. But there was one priest, whenever he did that, he would speak Latin. Dominus Visco Mabum, and that just sent me over the moon.
Really?
So, yeah. And then one time a priest said to me and my buddy, he goes, if you laugh on this altar today, I'll slap your faces in front of everyone. Needless to say, we didn't laugh that day.
Well, it's a good thing I wasn't an altar boy because some of the things that I would be. I remember when I was at my confirmation.
Yeah.
I think I was in. Well, how old are you when you're in confirmation? You're like in.
It's like 4th or 5th, 6th grade. Around
I think it was a little later than that. It was in 1986, so I would have been 15.
6th or 7th
15.
grade, yeah.
And I remember as I'm sitting there, it was a Thursday night, and I was getting confirmed, and I was like, I really want to go home because that was the day I got Backside to the Future on VHS, and I really wanted to go home and watch that.
Yeah.
So I was, most people in church are thinking about, all the, the holy stuff, and I
Yeah.
wanted to go home and watch The Holes.
And did you have to go out to dinner afterwards and everything?
Yeah, and it was just, I was
you
like,
must have been
I'm
tortured.
15 years old. I just got my first porno.
Backside to the Future.
I got to go home and watch this. All right. So yeah, that's how I fondly remember my sacrament of not confession. What is it? Confirmation.
Confirmation. Yeah.
Confirmation.
And you had to pick your middle name, and the bishop blessed you. And all that.
Right. Whatever.
And what's your middle name again? Isn't it Rantoul or something like that?
No.
No. That must be Quincy.
No. You know what?
You don't divulge that.
I don't.
Oh, it's okay.
I don't.
Mine is Stephen.
Really.
Richard Stephen Bittman Jr.
That's good.
So your father's confirmation name was Stephen too?
Yeah.
Oh, runs in the family. All right, mine's no big secret. It's Christopher.
That's a nice name.
Right.
T. Christopher C. Restani.
No, it's T.C. Christopher Restani.
Oh, T.C. Christopher Restani. All right. Okay.
I never reveal what the T.C. stands for.
I don't even know it, to be honest with you.
Well, only
You know who told me one time?
Sabrina.
No, Professor Infestation, but I don't think he told me the right thing. I think he sent
okay.
me down a Primrose Path, that skunk.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard that he's locked up somewhere.
Oh, that's awful.
What's wrong with you down there? Too much
I'm
hot
giving
mustard?
a mic off. I mean,
Too much hot mustard?
No.
not enough hot mustard.
All right, stop with the phlegm action over there for
I
crying
know, the
out
two of
loud.
us. I mean, he's the healthiest one here, Quincy.
Jesus H. Christmas cookies.
But and now, going back to these Find Your Glimmers.
But where did you say Professor Infestation was? Because I haven't heard from him in a while.
I don't know, but I just said, it's awful.
It's awful. That was the last thing you heard from him?
Yeah, when we did the Christmas caroling with Bull. What was that, like 20 years ago?
That was like 100 years ago. Really? Okay. If you're listening out there, Professor, we haven't heard you from you. Give us a call.
Yeah. He used to like my Mr. Haney imitation.
Mr. Haney.
Mr. Haney.
Is that the shit on...
Green Acres.
No, you're thinking of Mr. Haney.
Oh, that's Mr. Hanky. Sorry. Yeah,
Mr.
No,
Haney.
you're thinking of Mr. Haney on Green
Oh,
Acres.
that's right. That's right.
Quincy Briscoe, a genuine SOB right there for $5.
I think you're the SOB, Mr. Haney.
Oh, I think you're wrong, Quincy.
He was in Back to the Future 3.
Pat Buttram?
Yes.
Really? What did he play?
Everybody everywhere will say that Clint Eastwood is the biggest yellow belly in the West.
Everybody everywhere will say Clint Eastwood is the biggest yellow belly in the West.
Unbelievable. That deserves a round of applause.
Once again, a gifted mimic.
All right, back to your list.
Well, so I decided to read the comments under this article. Someone wrote, good tips for those who don't need to work to survive. These moments are luxuries of the privileged. That was kind of strong. Friends, family, and beer. I could go with that.
Friends, family, and beer.
1 out of 3 is okay. And the key ingredients to happiness, friends, family, and beer. And then I found 3 that could be very familiar to some people sitting right at this table. Sometimes the best thing to do to get through the day is go back to bed. Tomorrow is a reset. That one wasn't really for the table. These are not light. These were on the thread, okay? I want to go back to the 80s when people didn't have so many psychological problems, or we just didn't have to hear about them. I wonder who that could be.
Well, what was your favorite thing of the 80s?
Well, that's what this person said about that article about how to cheer yourself up. Then there was one, have a bowel movement. This will cheer you up. Guilty. That's me. Because I had my diverticulosis.
Well, a good crap can really make the day.
It's all the difference sometimes. And sometimes the only thing that gets out of me get me out of bed in the morning is a good crap.
Hopefully not crapping in the bed.
No. And then somebody else wrote, drink milk, eat cheese balls, and grouse like a miserable old mope, pining for the 70s pseudo-dramas like Emergency and Adam 12.
Signed, Epstein's mother.
There you go. A sweat hog.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. Now, last week we didn't have time to talk about this, but you were telling me that King Charles kicked out his brother
Yeah.
out of the royal family.
Yeah, like he's
literally,
he's done. He's I think he's panhandling.
so
now.
he's a citizen again.
Yeah.
He's like getting kicked out of the mafia.
Yeah, he's like down in Liverpool. He's got his one leg through the hole in the fence, and he's selling pencils, pretending he's one-legged.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Arms for next leper. Spare talent for no next leper.
Because he had a note signed by Epstein's mother.
Something with that chick that blew the whistle on him.
Oh, okay. More than a whistle.
Yeah. But he's in some deep trouble.
Really? Yeah. Well, is he going to come to this country with what's his face there, the one that's married to that?
Well, he should just go to New York, the toilet that's about to become. I'm sure
Jesus.
they'll open him with wide open arms.
I would have, if I lived in New York, I would have rather seen the Iron Sheik become the mayor.
All
right.
Wouldn't he be a great mayor? Free medicine for everyone.
That's right. And you're talking about, what's your stance on free health care? Oh, please.
Yeah.
The medicine for everybody, please.
Everyone will feel good.
Now, what do you think about the people who say that New York is a cesspool, Mr. Sheik, Mayor Sheik? I'll break their fucking back, put them in the camel clutch, and fuck them in the ass with a beer bottle.
And that's what he would do.
And you know what? New York would be a safer place.
Wouldn't it be?
I
don't know the future of New York.
I haven't been in New York since 2019, and now seeing the way it is down there, I may not want to go back.
It's going to be in rough city. You look what's going on. First of all, I woke up this week wondering about all these big erections everyone was talking about. Everyone was talking. And then when my hearing aid finally kicked in, I realized.
Oh, big elections.
Yeah, I was down the primrose path. But you look at what's going on in London. Joe, you tell us. But London and Paris, and it's just it's not.
London Bridge is falling down.
That's where I think New York is going to head if something doesn't change. But hey, you know what? Everyone, the thing about this is, without getting too political, okay, all the blue voters won in the blue states. There's a surprise, Big signs outside Texas right now, full, New York, go home.
Really?
No, this is kind of a joke. But that's where everyone's going to hold. All the people who contribute financially to the bottom dollar of New York City, now they're going to pull up their roots and leave. All this smiling, and he's up there. It looks like.
And his clown is only like 35 years old.
Well, that's what the youth.
Who's never had a job before.
Nothing.
And he never had political office, and now he's the mayor of the most populous city on the planet.
And all these morons said, "Oh yeah, he's the guy for us. He's going to help us."
How is he going to help you?
Dude, I cannot understand. I am so out of touch with the youth of this generation. I can't.
You're
even
not going to
guess.
have tourism anymore.
No.
All right, everybody's going to be looking over their shoulder.
I won't be able to go back to McSorley's or Katz's anymore.
Katz is still there?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, they closed.
Carnegie.
Carnegie,
Carnegie's
yes.
closed.
That place sucked anyway.
Yeah, Carnegie. I ate in there by mistake. Boy,
I
was I
didn't like
sorry.
it. $42
Yeah,
for
it
a
was-
ham sandwich. I was like, what are you, crazy?
The only good thing about Carnegie was I got this great picture of like 10 roast beef or corned beef sandwiches, I should say, lined up on the counter. I got a great picture.
Did you send it to the reel?
I didn't, because this is going back. I think this is back when I had a digital camera. Didn't have my phone then.
Oh, well.
But I don't know. I think I'm going to miss going to New York City because I don't think it's going to be the same anymore.
Well, you know what? I may have to go down there one last time.
I don't know.
And I hate going down there in the winter because it's too damn
Oh,
cold.
God, yeah.
And most of the time we go down there, we're stalking the celebrities and whatnot. And I'm not, I don't want to stand outside in the cold waiting for losers.
Celebrity stalking. Somebody's coming to town. Ethan Hawke is coming to town soon.
Oh, yeah?
Is he on your list?
No. I mean, I like the guy. I like his work and whatnot. I mean, yeah,
He's
just,
accepting some award at some school.
I think it's at the Coolidge Corner.
Exactly.
Because Crispin Glover was there the other night.
Hi, Steve.
And our good friend Walshy went there. Yeah, strange bird.
Oh, yeah, no question.
Strange bird. And somewhere tonight, as we're recording this, I think Robert Plant is performing in Boston.
Really?
Yeah. The other dude ain't there. It's not worth going.
Oh, Jimmy Page?
Him too, yeah.
Oh, Robert Plant, legend. But he's not out there rocking those Led Zeppelin songs.
Why not? What else is he going to be rocking?
They changed their stripes. I mean,
Yeah, well,
probably up there like running like a loom or something, like knitting a sweater or a blanket on stage.
well, maybe he's planting something.
Maybe he is because his name's Robert Plant.
Right.
Ay, ay, ay.
And on that note, we're going to take a big time commercial break, and we'll be back on the After Hours with TC Restani, the podcast.
Hello, I'm Abigail Harwich, the new executive producer of After Hours with TC Restani, and I want you to be on our award-winning talk show. Whether it's a Zoomcast, or a podcast, or right here in our studio, follow the information that's on the screen. I can't wait to see you on After Hours with TC Restani.
Yo, we're back here on the After Hours of TC Restani, the podcast. I was just going through our YouTube page during that commercial break. Ricky Bittman's movie show, man, through the roof with the ratings there, and it's all because of Cool Ron.
Yep. Just proves we're the horse to bet on in this race, ladies and gentlemen.
And I hear through the grapevine that you're going to be recording your Christmas episode coming up down the
get
line.
The Christmas spirit already.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, drove by the Stone Zoo this morning. They're already putting the lights out.
Wow.
So that's nice.
I'm usually in the Christmas mood probably, right before Thanksgiving. Right before Thanksgiving.
I'm a little early.
Well, not as early as the guy I saw decorating his yard for Christmas stuff in September. All right? It's like, all right, I get it. You like Christmas, but, let's it's still summertime, okay?
I mean, back in the olden days, they wouldn't even put the tree up traditionally until Christmas Eve. Like you would come downstairs as a kid and the tree would be decorated.
Well, that is the 12 days of Christmas, because Christmas...
Fucking worst song.
I don't care about the song, but I'm just saying on the first day of Christmas means December 25th. Yeah. It isn't 12 days before it, and it ends on Christmas. I know, but morons don't get that.
No. Jimmy Buffett has a better version of 12 Days of Christmas.
Really?
On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 cheeseburgers.
4 coronaries, 3...
5
Sounds like
cheeseburgers.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah.
Weird Al Yankovic. Now, you were a big fan of Weird Al growing up there, Quince?
Of course. I lost on Jeopardy.
Yep.
Did you ever play the accordion?
I never played an accordion all my life, no.
I wish I could.
Why don't you learn?
I'm 60. What the hell?
So what?
I can't.
Well, how hard can it be? You pick up this thing, go.
If it was easy, everyone would be playing it.
I mean,
You got the round buttons over here, and you got the piano keys over here, and then you got to open it and close it, and you got to be all happy and jovial. Because I want to record my own version of the Fanny Shake Polka. Remember we tried to do that?
I believe I do remember that.
I took my buddy to the seashore so she could get a tan. I guess she thought I brought her there so she could find a man. When she saw the handsome lifeguard, he started on the make. Oh, I tried to shake my fanny, but my fanny wouldn't shake. Fanny, Fanny, why don't you shake? Oh, we tried to shake my fanny, but my fanny wouldn't shake.
Someone go get me a pretzel right now. I need a pretzel after that.
what?
If you can play the accordion out there, learn that song. I think it's got to be public domain now, and we'll record it, and we'll get all the money over to Alec at the Shriners.
Jesus Christ.
I have an ear infection because of this nonsense with the Shriners and whatnot. Speaking of the Shriners, you know that Jimmie Walker is going to be at the Chocolate Festival coming up in January at the Shriners?
Really?
Right.
Oh.
How do you think maybe that's going to be a mismatch on the nut and bolt? Jimmie Walker's,
Wouldn't it be funny if he just came out like walking like JJ? He goes, hey, man, look at me, I'm hot chocolate.
Actually, he does come dressed as JJ sometimes. He has that hat and stuff still
Does he
on.
really?
Yeah. Well, it's just the only thing he's known for.
Yeah. He's a legend.
He is a legend. I'm not disputing Jimmie Walker's legendary status.
He was always funny, Cat.
I enjoyed the Good Times. In fact, when Quincy comes over to the mansion sometimes, we watch the Good Times Marathon. That's on one of those channels for like 12 hours.
Every Saturday.
Yeah,
I noticed
every
that.
Saturday it's on.
So I'll see that once in a while, and I say, I know what TC and Quincy.
Yeah, I enjoyed Good Times. I enjoyed Good Times more than the Jeffersons.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it more than Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
I just think Good Times was a very well-produced, well-written show.
It's funny what they say, as you're growing up. I never looked at Good Times as a black show.
No.
I just looked at it. They were poor like us. My bed was the living room couch. That's where I slept as a kid.
well, Good Times, I guess it's very realistic. They're always in the poorhouse. When JJ did paintings and...
But they were poor, but they were just did enough to get by. You could tell they had the food they enjoyed, and they decorated for Christmas. And the father was there, and the mother and father loved each other.
Well, until he left the show.
Well, that's true, yeah. But I mean, still, it was like it was a great show, and I remember watching it. Never once did I say, "Oh, I want to watch that black show." I was like, "I want to watch Good Times," because they were like us.
I actually had a Jimmie Walker Dynamite T-shirt as a
Oh, I
kid.
thought you were going to say the doll. Okay, the shirt.
No, I didn't know there was a doll.
There was a stuffed doll that you pulled the string, and it would say all his phrases, Dynamite! And it was over at the Sears. Remember the big Sears over in near Fenway Park?
Yes.
There's a big giant Sears Roebuck over there.
Was it near the Polaroid factory?
Yeah, it was this massive building.
Right.
When that was when if you had to buy a big like a refrigerator or something, that's where you went.
We
But they
were
also-
Leechmere people.
Yeah, that's true. But for some reason we did that. Probably because my mother got the charge card for Sears. But we were over there and they had these bins of stuff. But they had other stuff too. But I remember these bins of the Jimmie Walker dolls, and I wanted one. My father went, no. That was it.
I had going back how long ago this was, my Jimmie Walker shirt was iron-on.
Oh, those were the best.
All right?
Yeah.
It was an iron-on Jimmie Walker shirt. It just had a close-up of his face and it just says Dynamite above it. I wish I had that shirt still.
Yeah, I would wear something like that. That's cool.
But yeah, I mean, I loved that show growing up as a kid. It was wonderful.
And what was the other thing that I wanted for Christ's sake, from that show? I don't know. I just drew a blank all of a sudden.
Did you want to go see Walona work at the boutique?
I remember she worked at the boutique.
But we never actually went to the boutique.
No. I had a crush on the sister.
Bernadette Stannis.
Bernadette Stannis.
In the first couple
Thelma?
seasons, she was just Bernadette.
Yeah.
Or, no Stannis.
Yeah, she said she changed it so it would stand out a little.
Now, what was that? I mean, this is what everybody thought they were Cher all of a sudden. I mean, this is year before Madonna.
They were popular.
Obviously not, because they tagged on her name.
That's true.
It was like on Land of the Lost. Wesley Urie was
That's
just
right, yeah,
Wesley.
Oh, Holly. He's always crying.
I love that show.
Big pussy.
Now, what do you think about Chaka's bush?
Chaka's bush?
Well, yeah, he was all over.
Well, that's true. Yeah, he was covered head to toe.
Right.
I wouldn't call that bush, though. That's his fur.
That's his fur.
Yeah.
Oh, that's his street cred. That's his fur.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with that kid.
Who, Chaka?
Yeah. Philip Paley, right?
He was the one who did the Kung Fu on the Johnny Carson show with
Black belt. That kid
with
kicks
Chuck
ass.
Norris, right?
Still kicking ass to this day.
Yeah. I saw him in Bikini Car Wash 4 or something on USA Up All
Did he
Night.
kick anyone's ass?
No, he kicked his agent's ass for getting him booked in that movie. It was probably about the worst thing that ever happened to him.
I want to see a show where people get their asses kicked.
Really?
Yeah. I'm almost done with Peaky Blinders. Got 2 episodes to go.
All right. Well, what do you think about this? I just saw a commercial for a reboot of The Running Man.
Yeah.
Did you see that crap?
Yeah, I don't
I mean, how are you going to top the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
You can't. And you know what the other thing is, like, you know what was priceless about The Running Man? Richard Dawson.
Richard Dawson, and it was directed by Paul Michael Glazier.
Yeah, that's right, Starsky.
Right.
And Jesse the Body was in it.
That's right.
And it was just
Captain Freedom.
Jim Brown was in it, the football player who was also...
My gas! My gas!
Damn, I don't know. I mean, it's just, it's just going to be all over-the-top explosions and light.
And woke crap.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be woke. I mean,
And the Richard Dawson character is played by Josh Brolin. Yeah. I mean, I like Josh Brolin, but Richard Dawson was a game show host.
Yeah.
All right? That's why it worked. And
he was beloved, and he played such a scumbag.
But I've heard through the grapevine, but that's how he really was in real life.
Really? You heard
And
he was a
especially
prick?
he was even worse when he was liquored up.
Well,
So,
You had to be looking up to be a host.
no, Quincy, why are you always 4 seconds behind us?
Listen, it doesn't hurt.
Just acknowledging.
Speaking from experience.
I've hosted shows and inebriated before.
Nothing wrong with that.
Little kamikaze action
I'm
going
not talking
on.
about you. I'm talking about Richard Dawson.
Well, Richard Dawson was, he's actually an Englishman. I forgot what his name was, like Colin something.
Anyone who was on Match Game drank.
Oh, everybody, even Betty White, I bet was taking. Oh, Brett Summers was definitely pounding them.
Brett.
How you doing? I'm Jack Klugman's rat.
Yeah. Didn't you used to have a thing for Brett Summers?
Yeah, I heard you did, Quincy. Did you spank the monkey to Brett Summers?
I know.
What do you mean you don't know?
You told me you liked her.
Yeah, what I heard about this, not just from Ricky Bittman, but from other people that went to school with you, that you used to have a really sick fetish for Brett Summers from the Match Game.
I don't know. That was a long time ago.
Oh, okay, but you're not saying it didn't happen, but why Brett Summers all of a sudden? Why was she attractive to you?
Well, maybe she had a nice body.
You
You
think
never know.
Brett Summers had a nice body?
and nice, you know.
She was like 64 years old when she was on the Match Game. All right.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, she looked like Jack Klugman in drag. All right. She had those big bug-eyed sunglasses. Don't get me wrong. I was a fan of Brett Summers on the Match Game.
Of course.
But I'm just saying I did not have any feelings to her like I do Leah Thompson or anything.
She was an experienced woman. That's
Really?
what it was. And
Hey,
she knew. She knew.
You know what? Her real name was Susan. It wasn't Brett.
That's even hot. That makes her even hotter to me.
You think
Susan Summers?
No, not Suzanne Summers. If she was up there, yeah. Okay. You think Brett Summers did the nasty with Charles Nelson Riley? I know Charles Nelson Riley was gay, but Brett wasn't really that attractive of a woman.
Yeah, she probably took him.
You think so? You think they matched their games?
Maybe.
What do you think about that, Ricky Bittman?
I think
Brett,
it's
come over
possible.
here. I'm going to give you a nice French kiss. Meet me in the shower. We'll embrace. A nice, warm, sudsy embrace. Come here, Butch. I love you. I don't care who knows it.
No, it's Brett. It's Brett, Brett.
Wouldn't you like Charles Nelson Riley? Wouldn't you like to take her in a nice, warm, sudsy embrace?
Maybe. I'd have to look at someone first before I could really decide.
You don't know what Brett Summers looked like? He was only on the Match Game for 10 years.
Got a lot of babes in his life.
Yeah? So
Let's see if we can find a picture of her.
if they had a Match Game, Babes of Match Game centerfold calendar, would it always be Brett Summers in Quincy Briscoe's house?
I don't know. Like I said, that was a long time ago. The name,
I think, look at him. He's blushing over there. You had a secret thing for Brett Summers. I did not think today when I woke up we would be sitting here watching you drool over Brett Summers.
She wasn't ugly, right?
Let me see that picture. Okay, in that picture, she kind of looks like a worn out Lindsay Wagner.
But still,
All right?
I mean,
But find a Match Game picture where she's shit faced drinking her vodka out of a Dixie cup. Okay, right there. Come on.
hey, maybe about at the time I was just getting my start to
I mean,
show business.
she looks like a rehab version of Mrs. Roper in that picture. All right.
And you see, like, she'd be like laying down in the bed. She got like a terry cloth robe on. And she'd go, Quincy, honey, come here. Lay on top of me.
Did you get me my mom, bros?
Mount me.
Do you want to see her bush? You want to see Brett's bush?
Do you like when I put a cigarette on your back?
Brett's bush is so hairy, Quincy had to shave it with a blank.
Dun, 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 dun. A lawnmower, Gene? A lawnmower.
Lawnmower. Okay, let's see. Lawnmower. All right.
I said flamethrower because the last time I went to Middle East, they tried to throw me off the roof.
Charles, you came up with flamethrower over there, all right? Wow.
Smile, Brett.
Now, Quincy, what would you have mowed Brett's bush with?
A razor? Yeah, right. A guy's razor.
A guy, well, she wasn't far off from that. A guy's razor. I'm trying to think. I would probably have to use a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that thing was probably gnarly and crusty and whatnot. Because, she spilt the vodka over there, and Jack Klugman probably fell asleep and drooled on it in the middle of the night.
I said weed whacker.
You said weed whacker.
That would do it.
That would do it?
You got to be really skilled with that, though.
Really? If do you usually go to Home Depot and get a weed whacker for that just general purpose?
No, I have one to whack my weeds. But, I mean, if Brett Summers said, look, trim me, I would say, all right, let me give it a shot. Just smile, Brett. Here I come.
It's a shame Brett's no longer with us.
She would love this.
Hey, you know what? She's been dead now for probably, I don't know, maybe like 15, 20 years.
She's getting mentioned.
And Brett Summers, no one in the world right now is talking about Brett Summers. Not even her children are talking about Brett Summers, but we are talking about Brett Summers because we have respect for Brett Summers.
Yeah.
I mean, we may be poking a little fun at Brett.
Hey,
but,
that's the way it was back in the day.
But, that's what they did on the Match Game. They poked fun at everybody.
Yeah.
Remember when Kirstie Alley was a contestant on that?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
It was right before she got Wrath of Khan.
Interesting.
She was a contestant on.
Did she win, do you think?
I don't remember she won, but she was from Kansas.
She get some valuable parting gifts?
Maybe she got some turtle wax.
Nice. Nothing wrong with turtle wax.
Maybe she spread that on Brett.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Can you see, like, Quincy, you'd be on top of her, and she'd just be laying there, one arm like this, and she'd have her ashtray on your back, And she'd just be like, go ahead, honey, just have your time.
Would you tag out to? Well, you are named Quincy. Is that why? Did you tag out to Jack Klugman?
She'd pick up the phone. And she goes, Jack, honey, I just thought of an idea for a show for you. We're gonna call it Quincy. You call me?
Okay, Brett, that sounds great.
Keep going, honey. Keep going. No, Jack, I'll call you back.
That's where his voice box went. It got lost in her bush.
Really?
Yeah. He didn't have cancer or anything like that.
And he tried to throw his voice and it got lost in her bush.
You think so?
Yeah.
He was a
He
ventriloquist?
used to talk from her crotch.
A vaginaquist?
Hey, I'm down here.
No, you're not. You're up here.
Did you ever see not the remake, but they rebooted the Odd Couple?
And he had the bad voice.
And he had the bad voice. Why didn't you just get one of those box things
Yeah.
that you put on your
Yeah.
larynx or whatnot?
Yeah,
It would have been more entertaining.
That was sad.
It's like, come on there. Welcome to the Odd Couple.
They should have made that episode of Twilight Zone.
Pip. Remember he was chasing Pip through the amusement park?
No, I do not remember that
Yeah,
one.
I think he was a trumpet player, and he distanced himself from his little kid. And his little kid was played by Billy Mooney, of course. Every time they needed a kid on the Twilight Zone, they dusted off Billy Mooney, and he was chasing
Well,
his
the
kid's
lot
name
was probably next door to Lost in Space. So that's
Probably.
probably they said, hey, go get that mummy kid.
Get him over here. Get him and his mother. And his name was Pip. He was like, oh, Pip.
When he did he was in Boston probably in the late 90s, mid to late 90s. Jack Klugman.
Yeah.
I think they did a revival of The Odd Couple. And he that was when his voice was gone. And he was outside signing autographs.
Only one per person.
Maybe you should have said that with your camels you were inhaling, huh?
Yeah, Brett would give him. She'd blow her smoke right into his throat. Die, you bastard! Like, while he's asleep at night, she'd like go.
Brett, what's that? I need some strong mouthwash.
There's no smoke in here. Go back to sleep, Jack.
Hey, we're studs in our times, aren't we?
You're damn right.
I don't think Jack Klugman and Brett Summers were ever studs in their time.
Sure we
This
are.
is nothing against their acting
No.
careers. It's just, what they didn't know when to give it up.
Yeah. We're just talking irreverent. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of reverend, what do you think of this, Quincy? Got a nice picture for you. Put
look-
this on the screen.
Oh, look at that. What is that, C-3PO's toilet?
That's true copper, isn't it?
No, that's gold.
Gold.
Solid gold
Solid gold.
Donecker.
Solid gold. Remember that show?
Solid gold Bemis. Right down the Bemis.
That is one expensive piece of plumbing, I'll tell you.
Let me take a picture. I see it on the screen there, but the monitor's so far away. Let me look at this solid gold. Now, where is this from?
Sotheby's is actually putting that up for auction very soon.
Who does it belong to? Anybody famous?
I don't know the details, but you know the printing company that I'm sort of got my
Right,
dabbles
right.
in. I
Yeah.
grabbed that out of a pile of samples today, and I said, "What's this?" And someone said, "Oh, it's a job for Sotheby's, the auction house."
I know.
auction.
I've heard it. They asked for my jacket before.
Nice.
But I'm just wondering, how much you think a crapper like this would go for?
I don't know, but I mean, I don't know if I could use it.
I mean, Elvis should have died on that throne.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
That's actually a nice looking toilet, but it's. I mean, this has got to be at least $2 or $3 million, or probably more.
It's probably got to be more. Look at the damn thing.
All right, it's solid gold, right? It's
Yeah,
not gold
from what
plated.
From what I understand, it's a solid gold.
So this probably
Donecker.
came from some like sheik's palace somewhere in like Abu Dhabi or something, and they're auctioning this off.
I don't know if I'd want to use a gold toilet.
Well, it wouldn't rust.
That's true.
Well, neither does porcelain, but
Yeah, I got one of those old toilets in Tasha's house. She got an old.
does it have one of
house.
the cushion seats?
No, it's just it's an old toilet. It's one that like really flushes, like these new toilets now.
No, I get you.
Water saver toilets, they really suck.
Oh, I got an old one. I could flush a phone book down my toilet. Still wipe my
In like seconds,
yeah. Still have time to room to wipe my behind.
your caboose. Well, this is very nice. I really we have to find out how much this costs because
I'll see if I can get some more info. I was leaving today and I saw that and I said I'm going to grab that and show that to the guys.
I mean,
That's going to be worth $1.50.
She likes that.
She
huh?
heard gold.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's a toilet. Now, would you actually want to take a crap in that?
No.
I mean, that's something you would probably put like as a conversation piece in your living room.
I mean, if I had $1 trillion, I'd have a bathroom with that in it, but I wouldn't let anyone use it.
Why not?
Well, I wouldn't want anyone shitting in my gold toilet. You ever see Jackass when the kid walks into the hardware store and the toilets are on display?
No.
And he drops his trousers, takes the newspaper off from under his arm, and he starts letting loose right into a display toilet. And the guy behind the counter goes, "Hey, fella, you aren't shitting in that thing, are you?" And he stands up and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Well, you can think of all the
He puts
movie
newspaper
stars
under
and
his arm,
everything.
and he walks out, and the guy walks over, and he looks in, and the camera shows a shot of it. I mean, we're talking a full gator. And he looks at it, and he goes, I can't believe this. He goes, "What the hell?" They just shit right in the toilet.
And he had no qualms of the guy just walking in with a newspaper and sitting down in the middle of a hardware store.
He sees it out of, like, over this guy's shoulder, and he's like, all of a sudden, he's like, "What the?" And you see him like this guy. Now, I will say this: from what I understand, the jackass guys, of course, went in and cleaned everything up and paid the guy and all that. But still, it was pretty funny. Some people would say that's absolutely disgusting, but it wasn't so much like I thought it was disgusting. But the guy's reaction was priceless.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll have to find that clip on YouTube somewhere.
I'll show it to you.
So we got Thanksgiving coming up.
Oh yeah.
You know, obviously Thanksgiving Eve, we're double dutying that one. We're recording the Christmas episode of Ricky Bittman's movie show.
After many changes, I was going to call my agent at one point.
You know, I'm sorry, but YouTube's algorithm changed. You know, this is copyrighted, that's not copyrighted.
YouTube.
And we're also going to be watching our annual Thanksgiving Eve movie, which will be this year, My Bodyguard, which was filmed in Chicago, by the way.
Yes, I did look that up.
It was Chicago.
I was right. I said that.
Well, you've seen it more times than I have.
But still, I said it.
But Thanksgiving, Quincy, now I know you're not a big fan of the holidays. So,
No, but they'll be fun. We'll just. But it sounds like we're gonna have a double-headed down
okay,
here.
well, that has nothing to do with Thanksgiving. That's Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah, we're talking about the actual day now.
The day, the Thursday, your favorite day of the week. And it's not your favorite holiday. Why aren't you a fan of Thanksgiving?
I didn't say I was a fan of Thanksgiving.
You have multiple times down here said that you aren't a fan of Thanksgiving.
Maybe I said holiday-themed songs. But
Okay, well, that has nothing to do with Thanksgiving because there's really no themed Thanksgiving songs, Quincy. Yes, Christmas I get. But you have mentioned multiple times you're not a fan of turkey.
I'd rather eat something else instead of turkey, yeah.
What do you substitute for turkey on your...
I'll eat turkey. Yeah, I used to eat it, but if I can have something else over turkey, I don't know, maybe a steak?
Maybe a steak. You're saying the Pilgrims come all the way over here and survived that whole year out in Plymouth, you know, with the elements and whatnot, and the Indians and all the, you know, the rotten weather and whatnot, and they had a turkey. That's what made them thankful to be alive.
Yeah.
And you're spitting in their face by not eating the turkey, and you're getting some steak.
Well, if I had my choice, yeah.
Well, you do have a choice, but because you're not going to have Thanksgiving. You're not turkey. You're going to have steak, right?
Well, just because it's Thanksgiving every year doesn't necessarily mean you have to eat turkey every year.
Yes, you do.
You can have the stuffing, of course, but on the other hand,
that's bread, all right? That's just bread.
stuffing,
Delicious bread.
you can have it any time of year.
You can have turkey any time of the year, too, but that was what the traditional feast is for Thanksgiving. But you, like everything else, you have to be the party pooper and not have the tradition. You're going to have a steak.
What's the matter with it? Now,
Nothing wrong with steak.
Well, ask who's cooking this Thanksgiving dinner, first of all. They'll tell you what's wrong with it.
Yeah, they don't want to make an extra steak. Oh, Quincy's coming over. He doesn't want the turkey, so we have to give him a steak.
Yeah. It's like when these families get together and the daughter's vegan. No offense.
No,
But, you know.
I'm part-time. But I'm just saying, Quincy, what's wrong with turkey? You don't like the gravy on the turkey? I mean, we had to tell you last week what a chicken pot pie was.
That's right.
yeah, I really don't know what it. Hey, can I help with that? I don't.
How have you survived 62 years on this planet and live in the Northeast in the Boston area and not know what a turkey or a chicken pot pie is?
It's pie in a pot, I guess. I don't know.
I bought some chicken pot pies last night. Mrs. Bud's, all white meat.
Mrs. Bud's.
Yeah.
Does that have anything to do with pot?
No, but you know what? I bet if I was high, that would do the trick.
Uh-huh.
So Tosh will make those every now and then. They come like in a big one. We could split that. Or now we bought at BJ's. It was at BJ's Wholesale. And they had 4 individual
I've never had one of those on
ones.
wholesale.
They had 4 individual ones. Okay? So you know what
Right.
I do? I make some mashed potatoes, right? And she'll make the chicken pot pie. And she'll put the crust down on the plate, upside down, so the soupy side is facing up.
Soupy sales?
You know, and she'll put a couple of scoops of mashed potatoes on that. Then she'll pour the whole chicken pot pie over that. And And then you have that. It's delicious.
I used to go to that place, Hot's Turkey Farm. Remember
Oh, my
that?
God. Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that place?
Yeah.
I think the nearest one to us was in Nashua, New Hampshire.
Yeah, they had a bunch of them. It was Green Hills. There was a bunch of places, I think.
Oh, they were
Green something.
good. Those were
Yeah.
good.
Thanksgiving dinner is one of my most favorite meals.
Thanksgiving
ever.
is probably one of my favorite holidays, if not the favorite holiday.
Yeah, I go for Christmas and 4th of July, but
Christmas is way over.
I just like it. I like
4th
it.
of July, I agree. But Christmas, Thanksgiving, you don't have to worry about gift giving.
No, I get it.
You don't have to
I
worry
get
about
it.
any of this sentimental shit.
I like getting up on Thanksgiving and have a nice hot cup of Thanksgiving blend from Starbucks. Tasha will make a little breakfast, maybe a bagel, maybe a little some toast, maybe just something like that, and then we don't eat it again until dinner time. And you go over the family, they have shrimps out and charcuterie and
You mean that-
charcuterie board?
Yeah,
Yes,
they
I
have
didn't know what
that.
that meant until a friend of mine from Canada by the name of Andy. She's a wonderful woman.
Yeah.
Did you bring out a charcuterie board? I was like, what? That's how I found out what it was. I lived
we
on
talked
this.
about that in an episode. I sent you pictures.
I lived
of it.
on this planet now for a lot of years. I had no idea what that was.
And this, of course, this Thanksgiving, I'll be having a nice beer with my dinner because I still have yet now, going on 4 weeks.
Wow.
This Sunday. So delicious beer and a little cidery maybe,
Cidery?
and some delicious mashed potatoes, stuffing.
Cider? What is that? A beverage or?
Oh, that's how I say cider. I say cidery.
Oh, all right, cider.
Like you say foist and roller coaster.
And,
That's right.
And beef flavorant.
Flavor. Oh, I do that intentionally. Yeah,
I
you
know,
can tell.
we know.
But I like a nice piece of turkey with the crisp skin and the stuffing, and then you get the leftovers.
That's the best part.
Oh, and you make it nice, some white scally bread. You put a little mayonnaise on there, and you put the stuffing. You put the cranberry sauce, maybe a little more mayonnaise.
No.
Well, that's how I do it. A little turkey.
No. If you're going to do it right, scally bread I like. I enjoy that. But you have to put just the turkey and the mayo. That's it.
Oh, you got to put stuffing and cranberry
See,
sauce.
but now it goes you back to the roast beef when you put all that shit on it. It takes away the flavor of the roast beef.
I'll give you that. I'll give it. See, maybe because I like this more than barbecue sauce, but I don't know. There's nothing like a good Thanksgiving gobbler.
I will say back in the day when we used to have the Thanksgiving and the leftovers and at like 2 a.m,
Yeah.
I'd get up and I would go down and I would just open the refrigerator door and take a handful of stuffing and just woof it.
There you go. It's fun.
Yeah.
It was more than fun. It was delicious.
So my mother made her own stuffing too. Like a lot
Oh no, none of this box shit in my house. No.
Well, how do you make stuffing?
By hand, like the old-fashioned way, recipe. You put this and that. Boop.
I thought stuffing you just buy Stouffer's.
Maybe in the Briscoe house you did it off the shelf.
Let me tell you how I make it. When I make my own, it's very bland by most people's standards, but I like it. You toast an entire loaf of bread, first of all, okay? And you tear it up. So the bread is all torn up. You put it in a bowl, and you get some of that Bell's seasoning that they make.
A lot of Bell seasoning.
You put that in there, some little chopped celery, maybe a little...
no celery. Celery ruins everything.
You can do whatever you want. You can put anything in there. Put a little minced onion in there, a little spice it up, and then you pour boiling water in there, okay? Pour boiling water in there, then you stir it all up. Some people will put it in the bird. I don't do that. I'll put it in like a casserole dish and bake it in the oven. And it comes
We
out
do
wonderful.
both. We do both.
So, but it's nice. Or it's perfectly acceptable to buy stovetop stuffing. One of the best things to eat when you've been drinking all day.
Because it absorbs the alcohol.
Dude, I don't know how many times I would come home at night. Most people are like going out, I got to stop and get a steak and cheese. I got to stop and get this sandwich. I got to stop and get that sandwich. I was like, you don't eat when you're drunk? I'm like, no, man, I'm fine.
So
I get
basically,
home.
you make the moist maker
Dude,
sandwich.
No, I would go home, right? And I would mix up just one serving of stovetop stuffing. And I'd crawl into bed, put the honeymooners on, and I'd sit there, eat my stovetop stuffing, put the bowl on the floor, out, gone, wake up feeling like $1 million.
And then you have rats everywhere with the stuff in
no
them.
rats. I left. What do you think I lived down? Freaking goddamn the Bowery? No, but it was delicious.
Big fan of stuff.
Sometimes I would make a hash brown sandwich. I would take one of those toasted hash browns, and I would put it in toast it up, put it in a slice of bread with a little ketchup, and eat that. That was nice.
You mean like frozen hash browns?
Yeah.
Those are good plain. You take them with a little salt. You know what?
Yeah.
Those make a nice meal once in a while.
You'd
they're
put
even-
salt on salt, Quincy, wouldn't you?
I would too.
Yeah.
I like salt, but I would. But like after a night of drinking.
So Thanksgiving, well, we're a couple weeks away from Thanksgiving. Well, maybe if you're listening out there, you can send us some of your favorite Thanksgiving recipes,
Yeah,
and we'll
sure.
read them on the air, and maybe even try some.
Tosh always makes that French onion with the cream and mushroom.
On the green beans.
Yes.
Oh, that's very good.
She loves making that. Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah, so
I highly. Well, obviously, you haven't invited me over for a long time, but yeah,
she's going to make some tuna casserole soon. I told her you like that.
And you know why I like that? Because it was on Welcome Back, Kotter.
I was going to say, Welcome Back, Kotter. Julie made tuna casserole, but Gabe somehow didn't like it.
Gabe didn't like it, no.
But so they conflicted over Julie's.
Josh puts peas in hers, little peas.
Really? Nice. We'll make someone. We'll bring it down here. We'll try it.
She's going to make it.
When is she going to make it?
Soon.
Soon what? Like October of next year?
I don't know. Women, they don't answer you.
Say, listen.
And I don't ask.
Unbelievable. Before we wrap up the show, I have to make mention on this program that it has been 1 year to the day that we lost our brother down here, South Boston Jeff. It's been, I can't believe it's been a year. It seemed like it was only 10 minutes ago that we were breaking the news here on the show. And we think about him every single day. We think about him every time we do one of these podcasts. In fact, when I drove down to Chilla Theater a couple weeks ago, and there's a picture on the screen right now, there was his monogrammed SBJ Scally cap right on the dashboard, leading us down to get the autographs. Yeah. It still hasn't sunk in yet that he's gone.
No.
I mean, you'd think after a year, I expect him, like, as we're sitting here in the podcast penthouse, we would see him like shuffle in right over Quincy's shoulder with one of his Scally caps on, or in the wintertime he'd have on that hood and whatnot. And he'd go, hey dudes, what's up, dudes?
His drug rug, he called it.
His drug rug. And he would sit down at the end of the thing and he'd have some fucking form of a sub or some, God knows, or
gas
weed,
station taquitos.
Yeah, or weed soft drinks and whatnot, and just be his happy self down at the end of the couch. I can't believe it's been a year.
So today would have been the day that you notified me. What is it?
Technically, that would be tomorrow.
Okay.
It would have been, but it was because he no-showed the taping on the Thursday night.
That's right. Shit, I
and we come to find out less than 24 hours later that he passed away. Yeah. And because it was very rare for him to miss a podcast.
Yeah, without saying something.
He could be dead. No, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Unconscious somewhere. He could have been, lost on a train or whatever. Even if he couldn't make it in studio, he would call in and we would put him on the phone and have him on the show. Yeah. So we weren't thinking that night. It's like, 'cause it was suspicious in a weird way that he wasn't here. Then it was it was a Friday afternoon that I got the phone call, and you were one of the first people that I called because I was in shock.
Yeah, and because the last time I saw him was Halloween.
Right.
Dropped him off. We had our usual conversations, and I said, "Well, I'll see you next week, buddy," and that was it.
I mean, it feels like he's going to walk through that door at any moment.
It just goes to show you just never know.
I mean, that year went by way too fast.
Yeah.
And there's never going to be another person like South Boston Jeff. No, never. He was one of a kind, and
always made me laugh.
Always made everybody laugh, and I mean, he'd be up for anything. He'd want to go anyway. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Or he'd call me up. Hey, dude, what are you doing right now? Nothing. Hey, you want to go to that place and grab a bite? I haven't had it in a while.
I was very envious of Jeff because he did a lot of the things I used to do. He'd go over to Nuggets on an afternoon and just plow through all the bins.
Oh, yeah.
Like I can't remember the last time I did something like that I love doing.
And he did that multiple times a week.
Yeah, he'd go to Cheapo Records. I haven't been to Cheapo Records in probably 40
God, I remember
years.
the trips with, dude, what are you doing? Yeah. Nothing. You want to go over to Central Square? I mean, I'm going to go to Cheapo Records. You can go down to Veggie Galaxy and get, all that fake food. Yeah. He went in there and ate a lot. He goes, this fake food isn't that bad, dude. It's not going to be as good as a steak and cheese, but,
Nothing is.
But I mean, he was on a first name basis with the people at Nuggets.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in there constantly. I remember him Jeff never texted. It was always a phone call. Always a phone call. Dude, I'm at Nuggets. They got some seriously cool 80s porn here.
It's a porn at Nuggets?
I go, well, yeah, which one's there? Oh, yeah, all your favorites there, like Tori Wells and Victoria Paris and...
Jesus.
You guys want me to pick up anything? I go, Jeff, it's called the internet. You can just go online and find it anywhere now.
That's no fun.
He goes, you want the boxes? They got the boxes and everything too. I was like, you surprised me. Okay, dude. But
he's one of a kind.
That's the things that I miss is just those crazy phone calls, or of like if like in the middle of the night I'm watching something, I'm like, I was too lazy to grab my phone to go on IMDb and whatnot.
Just ask him.
And I would say, he's up right now. I know he's up right now. So I would call him and I would explain what I'm watching. Oh, that's Clive Jones, and he was on an episode of the Dukes of Hazzard, and he was also in that. Remember that movie Chopping Mall? He would know it all.
Before we went live tonight, I mentioned Whit Bissell to you. Jeff would have known who Whit Bissell was.
Of course he would have. He would have known everything about him, his family, what was his first movie. But yeah, I mean,
wow, a year.
It's 1 year. It just seems like it was yesterday that it happened, and it's just we missed the guy down here immensely.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was always fun.
He was just one of a kind, and
I know you can hear all this lovely compliments from up there. So I hope you're enjoying it. All our lovely compliments.
And on that note, Quincy, wrap up the program.
Yeah, why don't you? You Thanksgiving-hating stooge.
You're
Why you?
You know
You
what you are? You know what you are, Quincy? You know what you are?
What's that?
You're a turkey.
More turkey.
Gobble, gobble, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, we thank you for watching this very special episode. We hope to have you watch another special episode again sometime soon. Please drive home carefully. Don't drink and drive. And remember, we never close.
It's true.
Hi, I'm Abigail Harwich, the executive producer for After Hours with TC Restani, and I can't believe all of the guest requests we're getting about being on our show. If you want to be on our show, follow the information on the screen. Who knows, you could be our next guest.